Tequila Tuesday. What a great day.
Good morning, Alex. Good morning to the T Tribe. How are you doing today?
I am doing very well. You know, Kourtney, I have to tell you, I hope that you brought your Batman shot glass today because I don't know if you heard. You got it. All right. Yes. Because did you hear the Batman news?
Huh? No, I haven't heard it.
So there is a new Batman in town, but he's really the old Batman. So they announced that Michael Keaton is in talks to return as Batman in the upcoming movie, the Warner Brothers DC Flash movie. And get this, he's co-starring with Robert Pattinson. So,
okay. You had me confused. You had me confused on two different things. One, just to let y'all know, the Batman movie that is my favorite movie is the Batman movie that everybody hates. That's the one with like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Alicia Silverstone. Oh, yeah. The best one. Wasn't a fan of the Michael Keaton one. I was like, when you said Michael Keaton, I said, wait, Alex, no, I thought there was a Robert Pattinson Batman movie coming out. They're going to be in a movie together, girl. You done got my wires together. I was so confused for just a brief moment, girl.
No, I know. Well, now we clarified it, but I had to tell you that because I know you love your Batman shot glass. And this is so exciting, but I don't know, Robert Pattinson and Michael Keaton, it's going to be an interesting movie. Are you going to see that, Kourtney?
That's actually the word that I was going to use. I was going to say, girl, that's going to be very, very, very interesting. I don't know how that's going to look, but you know what? They might get a coin. I have to see a trailer, like a full trailer, before I decide whether they can get one of my hard-earned coins out of the treasure chest, one of my doubloons.
So how are you doing on this Tuesday? How was your night last night? Did you catch up on your Black Ink, Kourtney?
Okay, you guys, it's time for a Black Ink Crew update. That's actually all I did yesterday. I got a buffalo chicken quesadilla and I watched Black Ink Crew. Oh my God, Alex, just to get you guys caught up to speed with where I am, I'm on season 5. Sky's baby's father has just showed up. I mean, Duchess and Caesar, will they or won't they? I mean, Duchess has opened up her shop in North Carolina, but then a woman showed up to the shop proclaiming that Caesar, all hail Caesar, king of Harlem, potentially got another woman pregnant while he's engaged to the Duchess, Alex? There's a lot of drama, a lot of moving pieces. I'm going to have to dig my claws in for another season this evening.
The whole side channel for your Black Ink wrap-ups. I am stuck on season 2 of Love Island UK, and this is so bad. It's so good. You guys, T-Tribe, you have to watch Love Island UK. As I said, put the closed captions on because you don't understand what they're saying half the time, but it's that good. So you guys got to catch it. But something we have to also talk about, I think someone arrived. I think we need a little 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tia. And we see ya, Miss Mika. Go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Happy Tequila Tuesday to Mika, because you always know. Nice to meet you.
Speaking of Tequila Tuesday, let's start early. I think we need it.
All right, well, girl, let me just hit it then, girl. I didn't even pour no tea, but I'm gonna chase it with, girl. Hold on, girl. Let me just, bam. It's fine. We don't need to chase anything. We only chase the tea with Alex and me. Bam. All right, cheers to the Tequila Tuesday and for all of the mess we're about to slip through, girl. Cheers.
Oh, cheers to that. To that. Oh. Little wake up. So let me tell you all about what we got going on today, Kourtney. So of course, BTS, any fans, T-Tribe, they have some exciting news. They donated a big chunk of money to a great charity. We're going to talk about that. Then, of course, Kourtney, I know this news was announced last night after we filmed the morning tea, but Nicki, she went #1 again, so we're going to get into that news and hear all your excitement, Kourtney. And then, speaking of other music, there may be a new Selena Gomez collab, but it's not with Niall Horan, who we thought. This may be with Trevor Daniel and DJ Snake. I'm going to spill that tea. Then our guy Post Malone got a new face head tattoo. Just another one. I have to hear your thoughts on face tattoos because I'm not here for them, but he's Post Malone. And then we're going to get into Black Eyed Peas, and they revealed why Fergie actually left. This is some good tea, Kourtney. So we're going to talk about that. Then we'll get to some couples. We have Kristen Cavallari, Jay Cutler update, Katy Perry, Orlando Bloom update. Then, of course, we'll get into our Car Jenner tea time. A lot of these old couples, they just don't know what to do with each other. There's just love still there. And then, of course, we'll get into the newest Jeffree Star update, denying these James Charles accusations after Shane Dawson's 4-page Twitter doc, which we talked about yesterday on the morning tea. So there is a lot to talk about. I am so excited to spill all of this for the Tea Tribe.
Alex, I just want to say, spoiler alert for the show, Wesley is already letting us know why Fergie left the show. So if you head over to the chat, you can see that Wesley is letting us know that Fergie left because she so 3008 and they so 2000. Of course! Oh, Wesley, this is why we keep you around, sir.
That's so funny, Wesley, because that song came on. So I've been listening to Pop 2K on my Sirius, and I'm obsessed with it. And so that song came on, and when Fergie verse drops, like her rap, I know the whole thing, and so I just started singing it when my boyfriend was watching me, and I was just feeling myself, and this was a moment. So I love that lyric. It's the best.
Hey, I want her to drop another album. The last one she put out didn't get enough love for my liking, Alex, to be honest. That y'all let MILF do what she was going to do. Nicki even hopped on the song with Fergie, and y'all didn't give not one expletive. And that's a mess. Y'all need to support Fergie and all our other MILFs out there.
Yeah. All the MILFs. All the MILFs. All right. So, I think, is it that time, Kourtney? Is it that time to spill it?
Girl, it's that time. Let me get my kettle. Damn.
Pour up your tea. What are you drinking today? What tea?
Girl, I'm drinking some green because I saw the thumbnail, and the second I saw the thumbnail, I said, well, oh God, let me not be caffeinated today. So I got the decaf green so I can keep it cute, and when I'm not going to keep it cute, I'm going to put it on mute. Let me sip that, girl. Let me taste it. Let me get a little sample.
Cheers to spilling that tea.
Cheers. Bam!
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Good for the tequila, girl.
Okay, all right. So let's hop into our very first You Missed story of the day, which we touched on earlier. BTS and Big Hit Entertainment, which is their management group, have teamed up to donate $1 million to Crew Nation, which is Live Nation's campaign to support the live entertainment personnel impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. So, of course, as we know, BTS, like many other artists, had expected to be on tour for much of the year. So this move is a way to support the people who have played a huge role in making their shows happen. So, according to the announcement, this is one of the largest artist donations that has been raised for the Crew Nation Fund since its conception. And then BTS provided a statement saying, if it weren't for COVID-19, we would have been happily touring across the world with many of our live concert crews by now. We are aware that a lot of communities need help due to COVID-19, and we wanted to support the music industry crews by making a donation. We hope to meet again on stage very soon. So this is obviously super exciting, and what a wonderful thing to kind of take care of the people that take care of you. Like, obviously, touring is a huge part of artists' life. You know, it brings a lot of money in. You know, they sell their merch. They obviously sell tickets. And then these people are out of jobs right now. So how great is that announcement, Kourtney?
Shout out to BTS. I like them a lot. I feel like when I do tune in, everything is a bop, and I know that their fan base is very aggressive and very passionate. Good morning to the army. If you're here, you can feel free to drop some purple hearts in the chat. Go off. But it is a good thing, Alex. Shout out to BTS.
Shout out to BTS. I love that news. Some good news to kick it off this morning. You know, we need to balance our good tea with our not so good tea. But let's talk some more good tea. All about your girl Nicki Minaj reacts going number 1 in 2020 again with trolls. Yesterday, she secured her second number 1 single of the year and of all time on the Billboard Hot 100 with Trolls. Now get this, Trolls broke a lot of records. Trolls broke the record for the biggest US sales week of the year so far with 116,000 copies sold. Then Nicki joins Roddy Ricch and Ariana Grande as the only artist to win the top spot multiple times in 2020. So they're top in the charts. And get this, she also became one of the 2 female rappers, including the legendary Lauryn Hill, to debut at number 1 on the chart. So she broke a lot of records. And of course, she reacted on Twitter, which I know you saw, Courtney and all the Barbs watching. She recorded herself squealing with laughter on Twitter's new voice note feature. Can you hear? I don't know if we have the audio, but it's amazing. And we know that she already is mad at Twitter because she thinks she came up with this. And then here, she left a voice message after saying, y'all did this with no playlisting and no radio. It's just not happening in 2020. All the records on top of the chart are doing that with heavy playlisting, heavy radio. For us to do that, debuting, that's insane. Okay, then she went on to say, it's a couple of things I want to get off my chest. There are certain things that have been going on in this industry for just way too long. I think it's time for me to speak on it a little bit. But in the meantime, and y'all know 6ix9ine is going to be doing a lot this week, so be prepared for that. I love you. So 6ix9ine, let's get into that, did a lot this week. I don't know if you saw his Instagram post, but he also shared his excitement. And a lot of articles were saying that he channeled the energy of a WWE wrestler in the 90s because, like, he was beating his chest. He had a bottle of champagne spraying, and he said, number 1 on Billboard, can't be stopped. You can't blackball me. I'm too big of a star. Oh, and all the fan bases that teamed up to prevent this, number 1, I saw that too. So, Kourtney, how excited are you for Nicki? Obviously, we know that there's been a lot of kind of drama with Trolls and this collab and Nicki, but they still did it anyway, and I think it's great, you know, to kind of just move past all the drama, close your ears, and do what you need to do.
I want to say this, Alex, to everyone that is upset. To everyone that is upset and writing their little think pieces and making threads and purposely misspelling Nicki's name wrong with 2 Ks and Ariana and Justin didn't have to and they discounted the song and there's so many versions of the song. Just like y'all felt when Travis Scott went number 1 over the merch bundles, y'all gonna have to sit there and eat y'all food because Nicki Minaj is number 1, not once, but twice on Mother's Day weekend and on Father's Day weekend. And y'all just gonna have to accept that. Shout out to Nicki Minaj, the parent of rap, because all y'all are her sons. Now get to the stork.
Well, 901 Erica says, love the queen, but this 6ix9ine, it's hard to deal with. I hear you.
That's fine. Because she's still number 1. So Nicki's one of the main artists on the song, 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj. So you don't have to pay attention to the Daniel part. You can pay attention to the fact that Nicki, Onika, Tanya, Mirage got her second number 1. That's where my focus is. 6ix9ine and whatever he's going to do is what he's going to do. My focus is on the queen.
Yes. And Brittany says, 6ix9ine, the only reason you got a number 1 is because Nicki was on that track and Barbs are nuts, and that's the tea. And
y'all know
here we go. Got all the feelings in the T Tribe chat. Of course, you know, everyone is going to feel differently about this. Of course, there's a lot of, you know, drama that comes with this collab, but let's just focus on the fact that they received a number 1 and Nicki broke some records, which is she deserves. Of course, we love that. So let's move on to Selena news. You know, some new collabs may be coming. We heard about the Niall Horan one. We discussed that. Niall's very interested. We saw some stuff on social media that may just kind of tease a little collab with Trevor Daniel and DJ Snake. So first, Trevor Daniel posted a mirror selfie holding up a peace sign and wearing Selena's merch on Twitter, also tagging Selena in this. Now, Selena promptly reposted it on her own Instagram stories. Then DJ Snake stirred the rumor by replying, "Can't wait," to Trevor Daniels' photo on Twitter, along with a pair of eyes emoji. So, what do you think of this collab? Kourtney, let me just say, Talkie Talkie is one of my all-time favorite songs. That beat, you can't get better than that. So I am excited for this collab. Are you excited for this, Kourtney?
I'm excited for new Selena music. I don't even want to comment on Talkie Talkie, which is what I was about to do, because that's not even what we're talking about. But shout out to Selena Gomez. I don't like it. I don't like Talkie Talkie. In fact, Selena's part of Talkie Talkie was the only part that I did like. So shout out to Selena, because Selena truly saves a song for me in some cases. I'm excited just to hear new music from her. If it's something dancey, I'm here for it, because I feel like Selena has one of those voices that goes good with like an EDM drop or like a house moment. There's a song that Chance the Rapper did called Ball and Floss, and then it has Shawn Mendes on it. Shout out to Wesley. And I wish that Selena Gomez would do something involving house music, because I feel like she has that kind of voice, that kind of like free spirit kind of energy that would fit nice and well with that.
Yeah, Gabby says, "I love Selena's fire verse in Talkie Talkie, especially in Spanish." Wesley thinks Talkie Talkie is tacky. Hey,
I agree.
that there's music for everyone. If you don't like it,
absolutely.
More power to you. If you do,
Shout out
great
to
as well.
Josie. Josie is saying, "Love you, Tribe. Tribe, show Josie some love. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are in the world." To Josie, hey, we see you.
We see you, Josie. Okay, let's get into some Post Malone news. Post Malone shares dramatic tattoo and hair. Okay, check this out. Post Malone took to Instagram to debut not only this new skeleton tattoo, but he also has a shaved head now. He showed this close-up selfie, and with the caption, "I have cut my hair even shorter. Also, skeletons are cool. Spread your heart as much as you can. A little love goes farther than you think. Stay strong and keep kicking ass. Love, Austin." So, are you a fan of face tattoos, Kourtney? Because I personally am not a fan of face tattoos. I am a fan of tattoos. Why do they have to be on your face?
I feel like face tattoos are kind of like, I've said this in the past, Alex, where I feel like face tattoos are kind of like the new Monroe piercing. You remember those when we were younger? The girls and some boys would have the Monroe piercing. Or maybe it's kind of like way back when, a couple decades ago, when people were just getting tattoos in general. I think now, whether we want to accept it or not, it's becoming sort of like the new norm. Once the door opened for all of the SoundCloud rappers to come out and sort of project that image, it can only bleed into the mainstream. So I don't mind it. It's just not for me. Like Caesar from Black Ink Crew, girl, he's got a face tattoo. It's new. I saw it was between like seasons 4 and 5. He got a little face tattoo moment, and it looks fine. It's just not for me. Also, I love Post Malone. I love Posty. Y'all know I love Posty. He has like a wine that's coming out. Y'all already know I'm on the email list. I can't wait to try it. Shout out to Post Malone, because I feel like he does whatever he wants to do, and he just tries to be happy.
Yeah, wait, tell me about this wine.
He has, I think it's called like Maison 9 wine. You can follow it on Instagram. It's like new. I'm not even sure if it's out all the way yet, but there's an email list, girl, on it. Out. I can go to Bevmo or wherever it's sold and get the first bottle. Not the first bottle, but one of the first shipments, because I'm very, very, very curious.
Love it. Wesley says, "Only Posty can serve a look with tattoos on his face. It's his brand." Very good point, Wesley. It is his brand. When you have face tattoos, I think one of the first thing that comes to mind is Post Malone. It is part of his brand. So for Posty, I get it. Keep repping your brand. If you want the face tattoos, do you? But anyone else that wants
Sar is saying, "Ooh, a toasty with Posty." And Sar, if that is not the name of a series, I don't know what is. Post Malone needs to do something with someone else and call it a toasty with Posty, because I'm watching that. Whew, that was a good one.
Yeah. And Erica says, one of the hottest dudes I know has face tats. So, well, I mean, if you're good looking, you're good looking with face without face tats, right?
True. I agree. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, let's get into this Black Eyed Peas Fergie tea because, of course, we know Fergie left. This is not new news. Back in 2017, it was after 10 years of them working together. But in a new interview, will.i.am said that Fergie left the group out of a desire to devote herself to being a great mom. So who can blame Fergie? Of course, this is a great reason to leave in order to, you know, there's more to life than just work and your art. She also wants to be a mother. So will.i.am explained, quote, "We love her and she's focusing on being a mom. That's a hard job and that's what she really wants to do and we're here for her. It's really the way Fergie designed it, so we're respecting her design. We love Fergie and we don't want anything but awesomeness for her." And then Apple Diab, that's how you say it, right? Quote, he said,
Apple
but Apple D, yeah. But unfortunately, our schedule is displaced by her wanting to be a great mom and she wants to focus on that. So of course, schedule issues and all of that, they just couldn't make it work. And then they also shared that her departure was ultimately for the best as it allowed them to introduce singer J-Ray's soul to the world and artists that they're developing. So that's exciting. You know, Fergie will never be replaced. Fergie is Fergie. She was the only woman in the group, girl power. I love that she represented that. And of course, her voice is unbelievable. We're not going to bring up the national anthem. We're just going to stick to Black Eyed Peas in general. You know, everyone has their moments. But I think that this was kind of, how can you blame her? She wants to be a mom, you know?
I wonder, Alex, would they consider replacing Fergie? The reason why, and I know y'all just went, "Oh my God, they could never." The reason why is because if you've been watching this show for a minute, you know, on one of these episodes, I done brought up the fact that I saw, it was almost kind of like not a documentary, but one of those like New York, it was like a New York Times like feature, and it was about the first Fergie and Black Eyed Peas and how they were like this neo soul group, but they weren't exactly marketable. And the young lady that they had in the group wasn't really willing to do the sex appeal thing. Yeah, you saw that, right? And then they brought in Fergie. So I wonder if they could find someone that's not trying to be a mother to still bring that kind of, that firework, that 4th of July, because we wasn't listening to Black Eyed Peas before Fergie. But maybe it's time for a new brand.
No, definitely. I hear you. I mean, it would be great to see another woman involved. I think, like I said, Fergie is iconic. So replacing Fergie, so to speak, might be difficult. So they kind of went a different direction. But they still need a woman. They need some woman vibes in their Black Eyed Peas songs because right?
And Fergie was tough. You know what I mean? Fergie was a woman, but she was like kind of like one of the boys, which is what I appreciated about her. She could stand alone and have the voice and do cartwheels on the stage and pee on herself and do the national anthem, and we still love her. I love Fergie. Fergie could pee on herself today, and I will still play my humps out. Shout out to Fergie and her children.
Fergalicious step.
Listen, make the boy loco. They want my treasures, so they get their pleasures from my photo. If that's not poetry, that's poetry.
Tell you that, and Big Girls Don't Cry. I know this is for solo, but that song, let me just tell you, is all time. I have cried many a tear in that song because Big Girls
They do. They do. Why you lie, Fergie?
Yeah. But anyway, it was great to hear from them again, and of course, you know, keeping Fergie's memory alive. And so, anyways, let's move on to some couples therapy. Of course, we have a Cavallari and Jay Cutler update. So they appear to be on good terms because Kristen shared that they spent Father's Day together as a family. So here's the post Kristen Cavallari posted on Instagram. And it's been 2 months since Kristen and Jay announced their separation after 10 years. Now, as we know, the divorce reportedly started out contentious, but the two appear to be on good terms. So she posted this and She captioned it, "Save the best for last. Happy late Father's Day to Jay. We had a beautiful day together yesterday at my new house. Modern family, co-parenting, whatever you want to call it, we are navigating it the best way we know how." She continued, "And what I do know is our 3 kids are lucky to have them as their daddy. Hopefully they all 3 get a smidge of that heart of gold." Now, we know that Jay also posted a similar post for Kristen on Mother's Day, kind of praising her as well. Now, recently, a source told E! News that Kristen has begun to embrace this new chapter of single life. She moved into her new house, and she's in the process of decorating it and making it a home. So I thought this was really interesting because we haven't really had an update. We only heard that there was drama in this divorce. This is a good update, and I love that she's like, we're navigating it the best way we know how, like it or love it. This is what it is. But what's interesting is she kind of said, I hope they get a smidge of that heart of gold. Now, it's been or sources have claimed that, Kristen, they've had struggles. There was a lot. There was stuff with the house. There was, a lot of transactions that were not good. So I'm just interested to see where this goes. Like, do you think they would ever get back together, or do you think that they're done?
Alex, for those of y'all that have seen Laguna Beach, you already know what this relationship is. It's donezo, period. This whole marriage is done. I'm glad that they had a positive Father's Day. They really can't have a negative one and go on social media and talk about it, or else the kids are getting snatched up. So, I get it and I understand. Shout out to Kristen. This is one thing that she can pull in court and be like, look, I was nice to him. I said nice things about him. You get what I'm saying? So I appreciate her. Infamous 90210, Kristen's show is canceled. Not canceled. She quit the show. So no more Very Cavallari. That was a good name. I would have never thought of that. But that's also donezo.
That's donezo. But what is not donezo is season 2 of The Hills, which should be starting filming in July. I think Hollywood Life or someone had spoken to Jason Waller about it, and they're all really excited for Kristen to be back. Why wouldn't they? Bringing an OG back always brings some excitement and entertainment. So I'm excited to kind of see single Kristen. Single Kristen is
coming back to The Hills.
Yeah.
I literally had no idea. Okay, real quick before we move on, Alice, I just have one question. We live here.
Yes.
Right? And we live here and we go out and go to the supermarket. They, meaning the cast of The Hills, don't know one black person? I remember when I was younger and they would be at the Grove and I would be like, wow, I'm going to move to LA and I'm not going to know no black people. And girl, a decade and some change later, I done moved to LA and I done been to the Grove and there'd be black people everywhere. Now, why Kristen and Brody and everybody, why they don't know no black people? I know Audrina got a black friend. I know she do.
That I do, and that is a very good point that those friends should be featured on the show as well. Hopefully that happens because, of course, they have black friends.
Judging off the show, Alex, they don't have not a black friend in their repertoire. The show, but separate from them, they gonna have some black people on it. That's my belief, to be honest. I just find it to be very strange. Adam DeVello, is that your name? Where are black people on The Hills? Adam DeVello, I'm gonna call you out. We gotta find some.
We reach out to the producers and let them know that you are recasting that.
Yeah.
Well, they have, their one kind of flavor is Frank Delgado, but he's not black, but
Woo! Shout out to Frankie. Was it Frankie Delgado? Shout out to Big Frank. Shout out to Big Frankie in The Hills.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on to Katy Perry, Orlando Bloom news. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom haven't finalized a baby name. which is very interesting, or not. You know, Katy Perry, of course, and Orlando are expecting their first child together. And Katy explained to Mix 104.1 Carson and Kennedy why they haven't chosen a name. She said, quote, "We have yet to decide specifically on our name because I think we've got options and she'll tell us. I'll look at her and go, oh, yeah, you are her, you are that." So, listen, I am too type A to not have a name picked out before my child is born. But what do you think about that, Kourtney? Would you pick out your child's name before the child is born, or do you agree that you'll see the baby and you'll kind of know what the name is?
How about this? I don't think I would have like one name to picked out. I think I might have a bunch of options, and then based on when the baby is born, I'll be like, oh, that looks like a baby. Bleep. Like, my mom was gonna name me Antonio. Then she was gonna name me Morgan. Then I came out and she was like, well, that one, he looks like a Courtney. And ta-da, here I am. So, I mean, wow. I don't think there's anything wrong with choosing a name beforehand, but I mean, I'm too weird to wait until the baby's born and then just randomly pick a name out of the sky. I don't think I can do that. That's options.
But a lot of people do that, you know. I've had friends that have children, and they're first of all, this is another thing to talk about. You know, a lot of people don't tell you the names. You ask them what the name is, and they're very private and secretive about that because they don't really want everyone's opinion, which I get. Mm-hmm. I get kind of that, but I don't think I could do it. I'd have to know the name before the baby was born.
I agree.
Lizzie's saying Antonio. Yeah, Kourtney, we should just call you Tony for short. You know, we should have like,
oh God, that's Friday for me. I don't look like no Antonio. I promise you that, girl. I look very much like a Courtney Revolution, girl. Let me flip my bob. Bam. Hey.
But I know. No Tony Revolution. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's get into our car Jenner tea time. Kourtney, take it away.
Alrighty, if you're ready for this car Jenner news, be sure to turn your volumes down for Car Jenner tea time. Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just me.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott. Of course, you know, we don't know, are they together, are they not? They're obviously, quote, co-parenting Stormy, but the story changes every day. Here's the most recent update. Travis Scott, of course, bought a $23.5 million mansion, and Kylie, their sources are saying that Kylie may help him decorate it. So this mansion is in Brentwood, which is not too far from Kylie's new pad in LA. And a source told Hollywood Life that Kylie is really happy about Travis's new home purchase. The source went on to say that the mansion is about 45 minutes away from where Kylie's is at, but she's really excited for him. They both are very interested in investing in real estate right now. They're real estate moguls. The source also revealed that Travis and Kylie's interest in real estate, in fact, is something they share quite a bond over. They go to each other for thoughts on it and are both very well educated in the subject. News to us. And according to TMZ, while they were still dating, the parents even reportedly split a $13.45 Beverly Hills mansion 50-50 in October 2018. So even though they aren't technically together, Kylie still wants to make her ex feel at home in his new place, and the source added she may even help him decorate. He asks her advice on this kind of stuff all the time, so it wouldn't be that surprising. So what do you think about that? Obviously, they have a very healthy relationship, it seems.
Alex, sometimes I wonder what would happen in some clearly hypothetical situation if the Car Jenners lost it all. Shout out to Schitt's Creek. If the Car Jenners lost it all and they just simply had their money moved elsewhere, like Kylie loses all of her fortune, but she's still got like real estate that we didn't know about. Like, what other things about the Car Jenners don't we know about? You get what I'm saying? We always hear like, oh, they bought a home here, they bought a home here. Kylie's got a yacht here, and oh my god, a wedding dress. That's not really a wedding dress. But I just wonder what would happen.
Yeah, I know. That's super interesting. What I will say is that real estate is always a smart investment. So these are smart things that they're doing.
Mhm.
People that are well educated on finances and all of that. They say put your money in real estate unless there's a crash, but still, it's always kind of safe in real estate. So
Yeah.
obviously, have both been advised that this is good for them. Um, and it's just interesting, Kylie, I mean, most of the Kardashians have really good taste, in my opinion. So I see her decorating, and who doesn't need a woman's touch on their home? So
Is she baby
I
proofing the home, maybe?
yeah,
Like
that
making sure
too.
there's not no big vases that could fall on Stormy, or like something with a cloth she could pull down or something like that. Maybe that's a small reason why Kylie also wants a hand in the decorating, just to make sure that there aren't any large things that could potentially fall on their child.
Right. And I think that this is great. I just want to see them back together, be one big
Me
happy
too.
family. But I mean, it seems as if they are doing well. Obviously, nothing has been confirmed, but if she's
Mhm.
helping decorate, they're obviously on good terms.
Yeah, I'm glad they're not on bad terms. That's what I'm glad
Right.
about. I like Kylie and Travis
Exactly.
together.
I know. Me too. Okay. Let's get into Courtney Scott news. the saga that never ends. Okay, now the latest update. We just go back and forth every day. Scott leaves a flirty comment on Courtney's Instagram, and fans freak out. So
Mhm.
Courtney this photo you see right here on Instagram, posing in a pair of knee-high boots, a white outfit, and an oversized yellow shirt. She captioned this deserted, all in caps, desert. Scott commented, shirt on this. Now, Scott's comment made fans theorize that Courtney was wearing Scott's shirt once again. Of course, we reported on the morning tea earlier, or I think it was last week, that Courtney was wearing Scott's flannel and fans were going crazy. So then fans started commenting, Courtney and Scott saved 2020. Oh my God, soulmates. Did we not ship them hard 2 years ago? If they got back together, you guys just love to tease us. Oh my God, why do you guys gotta tease us? So on and so on. Fans want to see them back together, or at least these fans commenting do. What do you think about this comment? I mean, do you think we should look that far into it? Or do you think Scott's just being Scott? Obviously,
Alex,
I'll let you speak. Yeah.
all I gotta say is Wesley said a lost sloth in the desert. Brandy says there is more than one flannel shirt. Brandy, I agree. Scott needs to stop, Alex. You're not gonna get back together with that woman. Y'all are doing it for attention. That's my belief. And
Yeah.
just like stop. Y'all don't feel like stop it. Like I don't believe
Yeah.
none of it. None of
I,
it. Cute shirt. Like, girl, okay. What if Courtney just bought the same one? You know what I mean?
right. But you know what I will say? I think that this is the first time, and I may be wrong, T Tribe, let me know if I'm wrong, that Scott has like openly commented on Courtney's social media in a while. So
Mm.
obviously now being a single man and then being on good terms, it seems that he feels more comfortable to be kind of open, and but it is a little flirty. It could be his shirt. I mean, it looks similar to the flannel he
Ooh,
wore.
Alex, Scott got substance abuse issues. Why he's not in rehab? You out here kikiing with Courtney. That's the question. That's what we need to be focusing on. What are you doing, first of all? You need to be in
Yeah,
somebody's rehab, no matter how many pictures of you they take at this point. Because we don't want to sit up here and I sit up here and holler car dinner tea time and it's you guys, God forbid, you guys, Scott Disick has passed away because we were too busy focusing on whether he was gonna kiss Courtney's expletive today online. You get what I'm saying? I want to know why Scott is not in rehab. Now someone call Chris.
yeah. That's a good point. I mean, we obviously, this is a story that people are going to report on them at all times because people are obsessed with the Kar Jenner family. So but that is a good, like, why aren't they focusing on Scott getting better? Why isn't he in rehab? They obviously mentioned that they were supporting him, and Kourtney has been vocal that she's been by his side, and they're focusing on his health and all of that. So that is a very good point. Why? What's going on?
Was it a stunt, Alex?
I mean, it could be. It could be.
There's no talk of Scott going to rehab. Like, the entire conversation, it went from Scott's in rehab, boom, Scott and Sophia are not together, to boom, 2 weeks of will they, won't they, Scott and Kourtney every single day. I thought Scott had a substance abuse problem. It seems to me that when Lamar had a substance abuse problem, he wasn't kikiing with Chloe because he was in the hospital. So I'm just curious. Chris, you need to get together with Ryan Seacrest, open up some emails, and get together and figure out what y'all are going to produce, because some of us are still remembering that Scott has a substance abuse problem. So what's going on?
Yeah. I mean, that obviously isn't something to take lightly. I mean, if that is an issue that he obviously has, they should be handling it. Lizzie says, agreed. They booted Sophia. They won. Get that man some help. So Lizzie agreed. They need to focus on him better. Okay, let's talk about Kim's latest post, because Kim this morning flaunts this insanely small waist. Look at this photo in a throwback corset photo as she teases her 40th birthday. So Kim took to Instagram, shared this wild mirror video of herself in London last year for a corset fitting, and with the caption, just found this in my phone from my special trip to London last year to meet with Mr. Pearl. I wore a corset like this for the Met Ball for my at Manfred Terry Mugler camp look, but the corset was misplaced that night and I want it so badly preserved for my archive that I flew to London to have another made for the archive. We also might have started making a few more looks, including my special 40th B-Day look. Can't wait to show you the looks we've been cooking up. So in the clip, Kim zooms in on her microscopic waist in this corset. What do you think about this corset? I know the Kardashians' bodies have been a topic of conversation many times. What do you think about this, Kourtney?
I feel like, okay, go off, Kim. It's clearly a post letting y'all know that all eyes better be on Kim on her 40th birthday. All of that was irrelevant information, because the purpose of the post was to remind y'all to please help me blow up my candle so y'all can double tap on whatever costume I got so I can out-like Kylie this year and get more followers than Kylie this year. So y'all, please do that, because we already know all Kylie got to do is squat with a toe pointed up or spritz something on her body with a stupid song in the background, and she'll out-like Kim. So y'all, please help give Kim the gift that she really wants. All of the likes and engagement on her 40th birthday, so that we don't have to sit through this poor excuse for promotion of one's birthday ever again. But go off, girl. Do you?
Kourtney, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I guess the point of this, that stay tuned for her 40th birthday look. That's a good point, all for that. But what do you think of this corset? I mean, it looks like it hurts, right?
It's Terry Mugler, Alex. Lady Gaga wear Terry Mugler every damn day. Like, that's why I'm like, Kim, we get it. Your waist is snatched. We saw it once. We're seeing it again. It don't have the same effect. It's not the Met Gala. Did you have a rib removed? Girl, bye. Like, that's how I feel. Like, Kim, we get it. You put a corset on and you can't breathe and you had enough energy to take a photo. Fantastic. Other than that, there's really not much interesting about the story that I took away from it. Then please celebrate Kim's 40th birthday. Please do that for her, because it's going to be an eleganza extravaganza, girl. It's really going to be something. She's letting us know. My special 40th birthday look. Girl, I be done scrolled by and kept it pushing and went and double tapped right on Kylie. Next.
Kourtney, if you were Kim, how would you celebrate your 40th birthday?
By myself on an island with 5 of my closest friends, minding my business with no social media and no photos. being rich and quiet.
Yeah, that like Kanye having this whole Wyoming ranch is kind of living there. I don't know, of course, speculation, confirmation. So I wonder if they'll go back to Wyoming. I mean, I don't think that's a 40th birthday move for Kim, but maybe like maybe she just wants to be away from all of this, like, and go back to Wyoming.
Maybe she'll get on a yacht like Kylie did last year and just sail it out into wherever. You know what I mean? That could be cool too. I just am like, girl, okay, fantastic. It really is such an accomplishment, especially nowadays, girl, to make it to 40. But it's just like, okay, Kim, why you couldn't just turn 40 and post a picture and let us be surprised? You are literally trying to market your 40th birthday outfit.
Wow. I mean, I'm still excited to see it. I'm not gonna lie. We know it's gonna happen. We know we're going to be talking about it the day after. So.
And 9 times out of 10, Alex, first time I see Kim's 40th day outfit costume is when Leo put it up on the screen. When we talk about it, because I'm gonna go right past it and go and purposely like something off Kylie page. Like, girl, anyway, okay. Oh, look at Kylie in her new brown wig that we done seen 50 times. Perfect. Double tap. Might go on Young Sweet Row and say, hey, girl. Double tap on that too, girl. Kim, goodbye. So what? She's Kim K. Y'all are some haters. I mean, not really. I just am saying that I don't care. Maybe you're confused and didn't realize that this is an opinion-based show, Susan. So that's that. I don't care. Is my final thought.
Yeah, I get it. So, a lot of people are saying that she looks unnatural and all of that, which of course has been a topic of conversation, whether their bodies are real or not real. It is what it is. But stay tuned for 40th outfit.
Literally, stay tuned, you guys. If you want to see it, if you want to double tap, we're going to put it up here the day after her 40th birthday. So please come here, back to the show, and we can all laugh at it on that day. I mean, not laugh at it, honestly critique it and see it with an open mind. Excuse me.
Yes. Amber says, I like Kim, but she looks like she's about to faint. Which, I mean, it looks painful. That doesn't look, I've worn a corset before. I know, like, you can barely breathe in those. They make you look good. They do suck it all in, you know, whatever. But what I'm interested, is this a Skims corset?
It better not be. I really want to make it clear. Shout out to Kim Kardashian for being painfully wealthy and having so much money to be able to afford this. But for women out there, you do not need to set 40. You need to look however you want to look and do whatever you want to do. I just want to make that clear because they are trendsetters, they are idols, they are influencers. So just know that you do not need to look like Kim Kardashian when you turn 40, and it's totally fine if you don't.
That is very true. I mean, I love that you touched on that, Kourtney, because making it to 40 is one thing. Everyone is beautiful, and we should accept all beauty. So, but shout out to Kim. I'll come back 40th B-Day look. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into our OMT story of the day. The headline. The Jeffree Star story and saga has continued. Jeffree Star denies these James Charles accusations. So yesterday, of course, we reported that Shane Dawson issued his statement shortly after former friends, I'll put that in quotes because Jeffree's saying they're not friends, have come forward posting videos online calling him out for his alleged behavior. So Jeffree has denied all James Charles accusations and accuses these people, these friends, of trying to get attention online. He compares it to his fallout with Kat Von D in 2016 when she publicly announced she was cutting ties with him. So he took to his Instagram stories. He said a lot of things. We're just going to touch on a few of the quotes. You can obviously see the rest of his statement online. So he starts out by saying, quote, "Now listen, there's one other big elephant in the room. This smear campaign and a few old friends who were never my friends P.S. coming out of the woodwork and making up a bunch of crazy lies. He went on to say, now the old Jeffree would pull up all the receipts, sit down, debunk every little thing. Girl, this is 2016, Kat Von D crossing my face out. Everyone believed it for 2 days as I sat there being completely mentally degraded. And then I came back with, here's the truth. I think maybe these people want that reaction. I think they maybe want attention. I don't know the root, but I know that I was a very good person to these people. We were acquaintances. We were not friends. And what is being said is just so dumb. I'm not going to entertain it. And then he said, I get we're in the age where people sit and love to sensationalize drama. I used to be a part of it, but we're going to nip it in the bud and we're not going to play those games today. So anyone who's running their guns about me this week, whoever paid y'all in a group to do that one after the other, I hope it was worth it. I really do. And then he says a few other things, and he finally says, I'm going to continue to only show love on my platform and talk about what's important. So Jeffree Star drama, no, bleep, not in 2020. We have already all, as a culture, as a society, as a planet, have had such a rough 2020. I'm not going to feed into any negativity. You can see what he actually said. Anyway, Kourtney, I know that this has been an ongoing saga and, you know, we just want to move on from this drama, but what do you think about Jeffree's kind of statements denying those accusations? Do you think this is just old news and we need to move on? Do you think they're actually, here's something. Do you think Shane and Jeffree will actually, I know we kind of talked about this yesterday, will actually leave the YouTube community? Because they keep kind of saying that they're done. Like, this is the end.
Alex, I'm going to try to keep this as PC as possible because we are on a show and I am at work. Let me say this. I don't trust the word of a racist. That's number one. I just find it very interesting that Jeffree Star called and y'all continue to support him. I think it's very strange that he's being called a racist and the lipstick Nazi stuff came out and all of a sudden he has Jose from MTV, who I know personally, who's awful, as his new person of color, like boyfriend or first date, whatever. I didn't click the video because he won't get an ounce of my coin. I just find it to be irresponsible, immature, and everybody that supports Jeffree Star is awful, and y'all support racism and everything wrong in the world. I don't condone anything that Jeffree Star does. I just think that he's awful and he's a liar. Something else that's very interesting, Alex, is that when there are no receipts when it comes to Jeffree Star, girl, he comes in guns a-blazing. He want to sue your mama. He want to take your home. He want to have everyone on the internet drag you. I also want to say, if you're on here and you're saying Jeffree Star is not racist, goodbye. Next. I just find it that when there are voice memos from amazing drama channels like Sanders, Kennedy, that come out and literally display Jeffree Star being an awful person. All of a sudden, Jeffree Star is sort of like, well, I'm not going to say anything. It literally happened with Dramageddon, Alex. So, like, for example, everyone had, like, receipts. Like James was saying receipts. Everyone said they had receipts on Jeffree. Jeffree himself, I know for a fact, lied to people in order to garner more outrage towards James. And then once people started to say, well, we've got the receipts, then all of a sudden Jeffree Star puts out the video and he's like, I'm too old for this. I'm not going to be involved in drama anymore. And it's just history repeating itself. However, if you don't change something, it will continue. You get what I'm saying? So to me, this is a repeat of Dramageddon again. Jeffree's called out. Now all of a sudden he's too old to be involved, even though he's always been involved his entire career. I just feel like he's awful, and I hate talking about him, especially on this platform where we have wonderful people that listen to us every day, and he's racist. It's just very simple. And if you say he's not racist, you might. So it's very simple.
Aaliyah is saying just because someone had been racist in the past doesn't mean they are a racist. People can grow and become better. Racist before. Yes.
Can I answer that comment? I don't mean to interrupt. So when Jeffree Star called Jackie the N-word 2 years ago, is that still so far in the past? Because 2 years ago, y'all, that was very, 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 very recent. So y'all saying that Y'all saying that Jeffree Star is not racist, that's not going to sit well with me. And I'm going to go ahead and say, Karina and Wesley, if you see people saying Jeffree Star is not a racist, you can remove them. I don't think that he's grown from his racist past, says Lee, and I agree. He's only trying to pander to black people because he knows that black people are where the money is, which is why he has Jose in his content, because black people that still support Jeffree Star. If you see yourself in his content, it makes you feel a little bit better about supporting a racist. You get what I'm saying? It might help Jeffree sleep a little bit better at night, having a few people of color work in his factories, in his building. That doesn't erase the fact that Jeffree Star is a racist. There's really not more to the story. And like I said, if you support Jeffree Star, you support racism. It's just very simple. Like Kim W has been saying the whole show, Alex, no color, no coin. And now you see Jeffree has added some color because he wants your coin. Goodbye.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you know, I feel to that point, we also have to take into account, it may not deal with Jeffree Star, but yes, people can educate themselves and grow from past racist comments, and it's important that we all educate ourselves. So I will say that, but I do hear you, Kourtney, and I think that these statements that he did list here, I think a lot of it is kind of what we were talking about yesterday with the gaslighting. It kind of talks about, it's focusing on the people instead of himself, which I don't think apologies should be about. So that's the problem I have with these statements, is I think that he's kind of focusing on other people, capitalizing on himself when really not addressing what the actual issue is. So that's all I have to say about that.
How about this? Let me end my comments on this, Alex. If Jeffree and Shane can't come out and be honest about the part that they played truthfully in James Charles and Tati's Dramageddon, I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. I just want to say also, for those of y'all that are still talking about racist people can change, racist people can change, racist people can change, I hear y'all. Right? So Jeffree Star apologizes and then still does racist stuff. So how do y'all feel about that? Did he grow from that? Doesn't seem like it. So goodbye. Y'all sound delusional. Yeah. I feel like you can't really, you know what, Alex, for my own platform, and we'll talk about that a different place at a different time. Thank you, Mika. Here's Mika. Jeffree Star is racist. Y'all love Mika, and Mika's letting y'all know how it is. Jeffree Star is a racist, y'all. I'm sorry that y'all spent the money. I'm sorry that Shane done fooled y'all into thinking he's some sensitive, cuddly, 30-year-old man that has clearly done blackface and used the N-word with the hard R and everything else, and he's got your money. I really am sorry. But unfortunately, like some makeup beauty do videos on, you got duped. So you got to accept that. You accidentally supported a racist, or maybe you knew and pushed it to the back of your mind and still supported a racist. I'm here to tell you on this day, whether it's morning or night, that Jeffree Star is racist. Shane is a little bit racist as well, and y'all supported him. And I'm not going to. Meh.
Well, you have the last word on that, Kourtney, because that's very important for you to get out there. And on that note, sorry we ended so heated on such a bad tone, Kourtney, but of course we're back tomorrow with more tea at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time for What Wesley Say, right? Wednesday. And I'm sure
you did that, Alex. You did it with the voice and everything. You hit us with the What Wesley Say. That was good, Alex.
I'm learning, Kourtney. I'm learning. As everyone should. As we mentioned today. So, yes, we're back tomorrow. Of course, I'm Alex Schiffman. You can follow me on socials at Alex Schiffman. Kourtney, let them know where you'll be talking more about everything going on.
You can find me on social media as well as on my own individual YouTube channel for the Green Chair Chats at Kourtney Revolution. Thanks, you guys.
Yes. And on that note, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take us out, Kourtney.
Alrighty, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow for What Wesley Say Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And without further ado, wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's it, man. You better wash your hands. Swap your hands, it's it, man. You gotta swap your hands. Swap your hands, it's it, man. Just scrub your hand. Just scrub your